Hi, everyone. So, it's my top 10 worst movies of 2016. And this video is probably actually going to go a lot quicker than the last one, just because it's hard to explain why a movie is better than other movies, but it's a lot easier to explain why a movie is worse than other movies. So, these are the top 10 worst movies I saw in the year 2016. So, at number 10, I would say that the bottom five are actually not the worst movies ever. I actually got enjoyment out of the bottom five, but I didn't see. I actually saw mostly some good movies this last year, but some bad movies too. But number 10 was Angry Birds. Angry Birds was a passable. Honestly, it's a passable movie for what it's based off of, but it's still based off a freaking app on your phone. As that goes, as far as app phone game movies go, it's the best in the world. But as far as animated kids movies go, it's passable. There was some funny bits in there, but there was songs in there that didn't need to be in there. It was really a movie that just didn't need to exist. Animation was nice, but really it was just kind of a waste of time. It made Sony a little bit of money, so go for them. But yeah, Angry Birds made it to number 10. Number 9 is Gods of Egypt. Now, I have a review for all these, by the way. But my review for Gods of Egypt, oh man, this is a shitstorm of a movie. This is a bad movie, but it is a awesomely bad movie. It's a bad movie that I had. It's why it's number 9. That I had a lot of fun with how bad it was. It is based off Egyptian mythology, which is a fun mythology I enjoy. I like mythology in general, but Egyptian mythology is pretty fun. If you actually pay attention to the movie, they actually do go into legitimate Egyptian mythology, which is cool. I thought some of the effects were alright. Like Anubis was pretty cool looking, and he was one of the cooler characters in the movies when he showed up. Yeah, other than that, the effects are pretty bad. The actors are miscast, but like Chadwick Boseman and Gerard Butler, despite being miscast, aren't terrible. It's just there's a lot of overacting, a lot of underacting, just bad effects, and $140 million. My God. What can I say else about it? I mean, it was just a hilariously bad movie. Then in number 8. Now number 8 is Huntsman, Winter's War. Now, it's based off a movie that I just thought was okay, with the original Snow White and the Huntsman. And I would say Snow White and the Huntsman is better. But that's because Charlize Theron is in there a great deal more. Sorry, there's a Family Guy on in the back. I'm trying not to, it's where Peter's got a fork because they just killed the whale scene. Just, horrible. But Charlize Theron is not in this movie anywhere near as much. It's very confusing in the beginning, unless you're paying attention whether it's a prequel, sequel, or both. It's both. Chris Hemsworth is still fine as the character of the Huntsman. We have a lot less characters from the previous movie showing up. Like 2 of the dwarfs still show up, but then we got 2 other female dwarfs to be love interests. Emily Blunt is just kind of The effects work ranges from decent to just not that great. The story doesn't even make that great a sense. The ice cream's taking children. Love is forbidden. What? Is that way? Okay, so Charlize Theron is back, but now she's gone. She was in it for maybe a whole 20 minutes. Joy. It's just so drab and lifeless. There's no energy to the movie is the problem. So, but it's only number 8. Number 7 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Now, this is a follow-up, the sequel, to a movie that I actually thought was decent. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent. Now, don't get me wrong, it has major problems like the Shredder, Fichtner is Stocks, not Baxman, Stockman, Stackman, that was it. Baxter Stackman or something like that. Anyway, Sackman. Anyway, yeah. So Fichtner being replaced with that. Megan Fox, Will Arnett. That was just some of the effects work, but then again, there's action sequences that work, like that whole mountainside and snow action sequence. I thought was pretty good. The characterization of the Turtles are pretty cool. Splinter looked cool. I thought the Shredder's design was pretty cool, even though he had no character. So when I saw the second one, I'm thinking, all right, let's see this. And the second one, I would say, is at least funner, but it's just too much going on at once in the movie. There's no cohesive plot. All of it's okay. The Turtles want to be human. No, now we got Bebop Rocksteady. No, now we got Krang, and we got the Shredder, and we got Stockman. I mean, oh man. Oh look, Casey Jones is completely they wrecked his character completely. Shredder's useless in the movie, so why is Shredder even back at all? It was such a mess of an experience, and while I had fun with it, it's just such a downgrade from where it started. There was potential with the first movie, and that potential was not met at all. So, yeah, number 7 is out of the shows. Number 6, and the last of the ones that I would say are, with the exception maybe number 4. Is Mechanic Resurrection is number 6. Now, I never saw the original Mechanic, but I'm always down for a Jason Statham action movie. Jason Statham is probably one of my favorite action stars today. He's probably one of the only real action stars left. And he's fine in the movie. But if you have him and Jessica Alba, I'm like, okay, so there's your love interest that is just forced as hell. Then you have these implausible scenarios, which are at least fun. It's fun implausibility, but like the scene when he's like killing the guy in the pool hanging over the building, that's pretty cool. But then you get these unnecessarily complicated deaths. Tommy Lee Jones is fun, but he shows up and you can tell Tommy Lee Jones is like tired, just tired in the movie, even though he seems to be having at least some sort of fun. And the effects in this movie are something you would see on a sci-fi original movie. Oh my god, is the effects like the explosion of the fire? It's terrible, just terrible. I mean, the action sequences are okay, but this is not a movie that needed it. That's one of the biggest things about this. Whereas I think I said Angry Birds didn't need to be made. I could see it being made. No one, I think, was clamoring for a Mechanic 2, and yet we got it. Why? Just why? Give me a more original, like Safe. Safe was a really good Jason Statham action movie. I never saw Parker. Now, I mean, why doesn't Statham want to do it? I can't remember why exactly he didn't want to do it in our Transporter movie. What a shame. Transporter refueled quite a bit if Statham had come back, but whatever. Number 5, Independence Day Resurgence. Now, I'm like a lot of people, it's a guilty pleasure, but I like the first Independence Day. So then I see the next one coming, I was like, okay, let's try it. And it looks okay. I mean, the effects are fine. Some of the actors are, like, the returning cast are pretty okay. Like Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Judd Hirsch. They're all fine. Vivica A. Fox for the 5 minutes she's on. Okay, why do you bring Vivica A. in just to kill her? Why bring that? Oh, wait, because you got to give the son of Will Smith a reason to fight, or the adopted son of Will Smith a reason to fight. Why? Why? He's already got a reason. His dad is dead. He's a hero. The aliens are here. He's got a reason. Why that? And then Liam Hemsworth, who I'll give him credit, probably had more character in this than he normally has in any of his other roles, was not the right pick for this. His quirky nerd sidekick was not interesting. Jeff Goldblum was trying, damn it, but it's falling flat. Judders. Brett Spider I thought was at least okay, but I'm one of the few people who thought he was okay. Bill Pullman was decent, was pretty good for what his character was supposed to be, but then, you gotta go and kill Bill Pullman. There's spoilers and all these, because these movies have been out and out for about a year, or close to. So it's just implausible. And then you get that ending line of, Brett Spider's like, we're going to kick some serious alien ass. I'm like, what? No, what? Who thought this was a good movie? Who thought the execs watching this had to think, why do we throw this much money? We are so going to be taking a bomb on this. Oh. Again, the action sequences, the effects are okay. There's like a militia guy, like a Somali militia guy, or Congo, like a Darfur, an African like warlord, who like is fighting them, has fought aliens hand to hand with blades. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's my number 5. Number 4 is The Fifth Wave. This movie's just boring. This movie is so fucking dull. It's such a young adult novel that I'm sick and tired of young adult novels. Adapted the screenplay, adapted the movies. Sometimes it works. Like, I like the Maze Runner movies for what they are. They're actually pretty decent, but I think there's a rare exception. Fifth Wave is just boring. None of the actors look like they're having really any fun or really enjoying themselves. They have no life or emotion whatsoever in their dialogue delivery. They just look like they're there for a paycheck. No one looks like they want to be there at all. The plot really doesn't make any sense. It's like aliens come. Apparently they are like a parasite alien that can possess people. So that's the twist. The fifth wave's actually us eliminating ourselves. And then there's these sleeper agent alien human hybrids. They don't explain that well. And Chloe Grace Moretz bangs one, and he's like, "Oh no, you made me feel," and stuff like that. It's like, what? Just what? And then we get these side characters we don't care about, and Liv Schreiber really looks bored in that movie. He looks so fucking bored. Oh man! But you know what? With all these movies, so far this is my top. This is number 4. I got 3. I got my top 3 to go to. None of these movies really pissed me off. The remaining 3, I got the Boys of Progress. I got more angry, after I got out of each one. I was still Looking Glass is number 3. What a waste of a film. They put $175 million or $78 million behind this movie. Didn't even crack 300. This movie lost Disney so much money. And the first one made over $1 billion. And I hate the first one. I can say this. I like this one better than the first one, but that's not saying much. And the only reason I like this one better is because of Sacha Baron Cohen, who plays the quirky physical manifestation of time. And he's the only interesting character at all. Not even the Cheshire Cat's interesting, and he was probably the only decent things in the first movie. Helena Bonham Carter is not interesting. Alice is still dull as a rock. Which I had hope with that actress going into the next one after seeing Crimson Peak, because I'm like, okay, she's actually not bad in this. Not amazing, but not bad. So maybe there's hope for that. Nope, she's just as flat, if not worse, in this movie. And then all the useless characters, Cheshire Cat, who can't do anything. None of these characters do anything. The White Queen, who's completely useless, like, oh, wait, let's go save his family. Ta-da! I got captured. Just why? Why? I know why. Because the first one made over $1 billion, so you figured, okay, we're going to bank on that. And then Johnny Depp's it's Johnny Depp going through the motions. At this point, with the exception of things like Black Mass, I don't have much faith in Johnny Depp anymore. Maybe his Invisible Man, which I believe he is supposed to be playing the Invisible Man in the Universal Cinematic Monster Universe. Maybe his Invisible Man will be good. And, Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I mean, Jack Sparrow's the only one who, even through the motions, the character's likable enough that you can enjoy him. But, anyway, that's number 3. Number 2, 50 Shades of Black. Now, I wasn't expecting anything amazing, but it succeeded in lowering my expectations, and it succeeded in actually being worse than I thought it would be. The few bits of good things I had a couple chuckles throughout the movie, and it's Damian Wayne, right? No, it's Marlon Wayne, I'm pretty sure. Marlon, I thought, honestly, he's a better Christian Grey than Christian Grey was in 50 Shades of Black, or 50 Shades of Grey. But the movie, the parody movie's dead right now. The parody movie is dead in this day and age. Haunted House 2 sucked. I'm guessing Haunted House sucked as well. This sucked. Most of the parody movies, like Epic Movie and stuff, are not that good. They're at least better than what we're getting now, but still, they're not. I can just go joke by joke and explain why this doesn't work. Like, there's micro penis jokes. There's battery's low. I'm gonna have to figure out this up quick, but I've got enough time. Hold on. Yeah, I got 17 minutes. I'll be okay. I'll wrap this up in a few. What was I? Oh no. Yeah, there's a micro penis show. They're making references to movies that no one would. I mean, there's a Magic Mike reference that one's easy to get, but there's a Whiplash joke that if you didn't see Whiplash or you're not really paying attention, you wouldn't understand it's Whiplash. So what? And it's just jokes, and then just typical black, like racist black humor, like, you know, the big fat white girl talking all ghetto slang like to fuck big black dicks and stuff like that. No, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. Stop. But oh well. Number 1. Now just to recap, 10 to 2. Number 10 was Angry Birds. Number 9 was Gods of Egypt. Number 8 was Huntsman's Winter's War. Number 7 was Out of Shadows TMNT. Number 6 was Mechanic Resurrection. Number 5 was Independence Day Resurgence. Number 4 was The Fifth Wave. Number 3 was Alistair Looking Glass. Number 2 was 50 Shades of Black. Number 1 was Blair Witch. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not see the first Blair Witch. Now, I've seen little bits of it, and I don't like the found footage genre as a whole. But me and Mark both even agreed. We respect what it did for the movie making a cinema. We respect what it did for movies as a whole. The cinema expanding the brand and stuff like that. It was a commercial success, fan success, all that. It's got a following. Book of Shadows sucks, but whatever. So going into something, okay, let's do this. And for a little bit, it's all right. It's got a couple creep moments to it, and no disrespect to it in that part. And practical effects are great. But it's so jarring, it's so irritating. The acting is terrible for most of the cast. They don't utilize the POVs the way they should, especially for an R-rated movie. And you don't get any. I mean, you're not supposed to necessarily get answers, but you would expect to get answers. But for some reason, this movie just pissed us off because it's just it's cliched to a point where it's not even fun. It's so jarring with the POV aspect. Me and Mark both comments like, with R-rated POV with college kids, why didn't we get like a quick 5-second shot of someone getting banged or something like that? I'm like, not like we were expecting, not like we were hoping for it, but we're like expecting it. We're like, kind of a weird missed opportunity there. But and then the reveal of what's going on, kind of, doesn't make any sense. And I will still, to this day, believe the Blair Witch is an alien, by the way. Because they set it up like, oh my god, alien, and then no. And then, yeah, there's some scenes that actually really do hint that it could be an alien. But from my other explanations I've heard, no, it doesn't work out that way. It's the Blair Witch's magic. And that doesn't save this movie for me. This movie sucks. This movie just sucked. It was not a pleasant sit through. Me and Mark were both like, After that, I was just, okay, the jump scares are going to happen. Oh, there's the jump scare. And there are a bunch of other jump scares. Oh, God. It's not that they're scary. It's the fact that it's just quiet and sudden noise. That's all it is. Or flash of light. It's like, damn it, my eyes. Seriously. I think there was like 20 to 25 people, maybe even 30 people in the theater altogether, and we heard people just saying, "What?" I literally heard people just go, "What the fuck was that?" Okay, batteries are low. I'm gonna wrap this up, but yeah, what the fuck was that? And I heard people just saying, "It's like, oh my god, that sucked." And trust me, people filed out quick. There was almost no one. There was basically no one left after about 5 minutes. So yeah. Blair Witch, the worst movie of the year, 2016 for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you for Who Would Win on Wednesday. Have a good night.